All right, moving on to the second trade that we want to discuss. It was just in the Chicago Bulls are trading Kobe White and Mike McConley Jr. to the Charlotte Hornets for Colin Sexton, Dieng, and 3 second round picks. Sources tell ESPN. I think we're just. I don't know if I was talking either. I was talking to you or somebody about this. I think I was saying that I was telling you the other day that Lonzo Ball is really a shooting guard. Yeah, he brings the ball up. He has good court vision like his brother. Gets a little bit too fancy and carried away, so he does have some more turnovers. But when his assists and passes are spot on, like they're like entertainment, kind of like Jason Williams, as they used to call him, White Chocolate. They used to play. He's not as fancy as that, but he has the skills to be. But now they have shooting depth, Matthew. You got Ball, you got Kobe, Mike McConley, who's a veteran at this point. I think they have really good upfront point guard skills and shooting guard skills. This game has turned into or this league has turned into an offensive league. Defense is second class of this. Man, they still got Miles Bridges. They got so many pieces, man. I think if they can mesh well and there's no problems with the on-court chemistry, I think they can make at least a first round run in the playoffs, maybe if they can pick it up. What are your thoughts on adding these two?
The Hornets have been probably the hottest team in the league lately. We've talked about them a couple times, even back when they sucked at the beginning of this year. I mean, we talked about them when they beat the Jazz by 60 points.
Yeah.
So on any given night, they were running boys out the gym. But right now, they're on a 7-game winning streak. Yep. LaMelo settling into a more reserved role. He's kind of cutting those bad three-pointers out of his diet a little bit.
Right.
You got Miles Bridges. You got Con Knipple, who looks like he's the runaway rookie of the year.
Hold on, Matthew, hold on. I wish this is one of the stats I have put up this week. I don't have it on me, but right now, I'm just paraphrasing. The way Con Knipple is looking right now, since you mentioned him, they said he's killing Steph Curry what he was around this time. Like he's like the new Steph Curry. Now we know he don't has the ball handle dribbles and can shake and bake, but catch and shoot, man, they're saying you can put Clay and Steph together and Con Knipple's outperforming them.
Well, I mean, maybe rookie year for rookie year, but certainly not historically. I mean, you don't even say you can put Steph and Clay together.
Like right now, what he's doing as a rookie is unheard of. I'll put it like this: who knows what the future holds? But right now, man, killing. Nobody's touching him in threes right now.
And maybe he could get it off the dribble, but on this team with so many weapons, he's playing more like Clay than Steph. He's getting a lot of catch and shoot, and so. You got Miles Bridges, you got Brandon Miller, you got Con Knipple, you got LaMelo, and all of those guys, look, it's a real democracy. None of those guys are averaging more than 20.6, that's Brandon Miller, and none of them are averaging less than 18.3, Miles Bridges. So those four guys are in a true little star democracy where they're all averaging 18, 19, 20 points. Now you bring in Kobe White, who probably is going to have to be your sixth man just because you got too much going on right there in the starting lineup. This guy's been arguably the lead dog for Chicago this year, averaging about 19 points a game. So, the numbers don't look too different between him and Sexton is like shooting the three ball pretty well. But I think this is the guy you bring in that can lead your second unit. So there's no drop off. There's absolutely no drop off from, you bring the bench in, you got this guy who was basically a number one option on not a great team, but a decent play-in type team like Chicago. Now, this is the guy that's going to be playing against the other guy's second unit. I mean, that's really going to lift them up, really going to lift up their bench scoring. And so, I think Charlotte's like a real threat to make the playoffs. I think they might, right now they're 23-28. I think they might end the season with a winning record. I mean, they're already on a 7-game win streak. They make this trade, and obviously they really wanted Kobe White, to throw in the 3 second-round picks. I mean, that's not nothing. I mean, that's not 1 second-round pick, 2 second-round picks. They threw in 3 picks to get Kobe White. Then, Mike Conley, he's old as hell, but, he's going to be able to come in some spot minutes. And then I think more importantly, maybe at this stage of his career, he's going to play that Derek Fisher role, kind of that veteran leadership. Maybe the team's getting blown out. Maybe the team goes on a 9-0 run. You got a respected vet like McConley, somebody that had the respect of a guy like Anthony Edwards, like, a young star in this league in Minnesota. So you're going to have McConley to be able to talk to these boys and say, hey, let's get it together. Let's cut the nonsense out. Let's cut the turnovers out. Let's play some defense. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good trade for Charlotte. And I don't think Charlotte's like a threat to win the championship, but I certainly think they're a threat to make some noise in the East, maybe finish 43-39, be a live underdog in the first round, give somebody trouble. And then, you got young teams that are at the top of the East. You got a team like the Pistons. So let's say the Pistons are the 1 seed and Charlotte's the 8 seed. You're not – that's a tough matchup for you if you're Detroit. So I don't think anybody's going to want to play these guys in the first round if they make it.
Right.